Andrew Urquhart broadcasting live from Te Tii Mare on what is turning out to be an absolutely beautiful day. However, this day for me started very early. My alarm went off at 3 o'clock this morning to be here for a dawn service for a very special event that happened today. Joining me on the program now, Dr. Alistair Reese. Alistair, kia ora, thank you for your time today.
Kia ora, Andrew.
This is a very special place, historically, of course, and for today as well. Te Tii Mare, a wonderful place. Talk to us about the significance of it.
Well, the significance is double, as you referred to, Andrew. Today was special because they had the reopening of Te Waitangi Wharenui, the meeting house, which has been out of action for over a year. And so today people were invited from across the motu for the opening, and I'm not sure how many people came, but hundreds and hundreds of people. So that's it was a significant event from that point of view. And as you alluded to, this place where we sit right here is very important. It's Te Taurangatira beside Te Tii Mare, and that's, in some ways you could call it, this is the place where two nations met and made an agreement to walk together, to live together and work out together the way forward, and resulted in Te Tiriti o Waitangi. So as a place, I can't think of a more significant place than this area here.
Now, you've been involved with Karuwha Trust for a number of years now, and Karuwha Trust have had a special, close relationship with the Te Tii Mare. Talk to us about that connection and what that relationship looks like.
Andrew, it was really wonderful to go back into the meeting house this morning and to look at the refurbishments of it. I walk into it a little bit nervously, thinking, I wonder if the one that I'm wanting to see is still in here. And what I'm alluding to is on the Pou Tuarongo, that's the Pou at the back of the meeting house, there are four characters. And at the bottom is the carving of Henry Williams' Karuwha Te Wiremu. And it's him with his glasses on, hence the Karuwha name, and Te Pai Pera Tapu. And I was thinking, they've had an opportunity to redesign this buddy. Will they have made any changes to that? And I walked in and I was heartened to see that our friend Henry Williams is still there, pride of place. I use that story to allude to the relationship between Karuwha, Henry Williams and Te Tii Mare, and of course the extended story of Henry Williams' relationship with the local people, which in my view facilitated the Treaty of Waitangi in so many ways. And so we as Karuwha, as an organisation, have used that name, taken that name, because we want to encourage people into understanding every aspect of our nation's history, and particularly the relationship of Te Rongopai, or the gospel, which was Henry Williams' prime function as a missionary, the relationship of Te Rongopai to the nation's story. So we as Karuwha, founded by Samuel Carpenter, I don't know how many years ago, as a way of introducing Christians, and particularly young Pākehā, into the national story, and as it relates particularly to the Rongopai and Henry Williams. So he founded that many years ago, and then invited myself, and I've been coming here, I don't know how long either. But what's happened, Andrew, is that we started and we would just bring a few people, maybe 10, 15 people, and we'd have a little tent. Now we have over 120 people with us annually, and we have to seal it because there's too many people wanting to come, and we come to serve. That's probably been the big transition. We probably in the beginning didn't quite understand the potential or the capacity that we might have here. So I think in some ways we're really outworking Karuwha's prime intention when he came was to serve God by serving Māori. And I think in some ways you could say that's we're wanting to re-encapsulate what I would call that interrupted mission by re-serving here in this space.
I mean, this is a place, as you say, not just historically, this is a place where two peoples met, but spiritually this is a place of significant spiritual encounter over the years and continuing today through the work of the Karuwha Trust.
Yes, and as I said before, Te Paipera Tapu, the Bible, sits carved in the po tuarongo in the meeting house here. And so that's a wonderful privilege for us to have that recorded in the nation's story.
Karuwha Trust, as you say, you've been coming here for a number of years.
Yes.
We're not sure of the number, but actually the relationship that you've built. Now, we are very grateful to have the privilege and opportunity to broadcast here. And I have to confess, we name-dropped Karuwha a little bit, and they says, you guys are with Karuwha? I says, no, we're not with Karuwha. But actually, the depth of relationship, everybody that I spoke to says, we love those guys. We really appreciate them. That there's a genuine sense of connection and relationship made between Karuwha Trust and the people of this marae. It's, I suppose, a beautiful example of what a bicultural relationship can look like.
And Andrew, it's based on we just like each other and love each other.
Yeah.
And we've grown to love each other deeper, and we know each other's families, we know each other's children, our mokopuna, and so it's been a tremendous privilege for us.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to think in any other way than it's our deep privilege to be here, to be invited into the space and to serve and to learn as we serve. So, but it's intergenerational now. So now my daughter's here, my moko is here, and working alongside Te Tii Mare in that capacity. Again,
that's a wonderful legacy, a wonderful example of what that relationship can look like. And whilst as a nation we're debating, what does the treaty mean for us, what are the principles, and what should that look like, what we can see here at Te Tii Mare actually is an example of what the future could look like for us as a nation. There's some exciting things ahead.
Andrew, it's facilitated by spending time together.
Yep.
And I think that's the way forward, as both parties plural, if we can spend time together and see each other's humanity, reach into each other's humanity. As it says, love covers a multitude of sins, which we're all involved in, every one of us. So we need that forbearance. Going forward, the nation needs forbearance, it needs grace and mercy being extended to each other. And it's much easier if you can sit up across the table and have a cup of tea and a kai and work those things out.
Or a delicious hangi like we've had this morning.
Exactly.
Alistair, thank you so much for the work that you do. Thanks for taking the time to chat with us.
My pleasure. Thanks, Andrew.